Listen to me, you don't have time to play games. You think you've got all day, all week, all year, but you don't. Every second that passes, it's gone forever. You can't buy it back. You can't rewind it. You can't pause it. Once it's gone, it's gone. And the truth is, some of you are living like tomorrow is guaranteed, but it's not. Every morning you wake up, that's a blessing. That's grace. That's another shot to get closer to your dream. But what do? You roll over. You hit snooze, you scroll your phone, you waste another hour, another day, another opportunity. And then you wonder why you're not where you want to be. You're wasting time like you got an endless supply, but you don't. I need you to feel the urgency. You keep saying, one day I'll start. No, stop saying one day. One day is not on the calendar. You've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but you'll never find a one day. You keep waiting for perfect conditions, but they're never coming. The perfect time is right now. Every second you delay, you're letting your future slip further away. You say you want to be great. You say you want success, but greatness doesn't wait. Success doesn't wait. Opportunity doesn't wait. It rewards the people who move, the people who act, the people who take the time they've been given and use it wisely. Let me be real with you. Somebody out there is grinding for what you want. Somebody out there woke up before the sun, put in the work while you were sleeping, stayed locked in while you were distracted. And that's why they're winning and you're not. Not because they're smarter, not because they're more talented, but because they respected their time. They treated every minute like gold. And you're treating your minutes like loose change, throwing them away on nonsense. I need you to wake up and understand the value of your time. Time is the most expensive currency you'll ever own. And the crazy part is, you don't even know how much of it you have left. That's what makes it priceless. You might have years, or you might have days. You don't know. So why are you living like you've got forever? Stop acting like you can start tomorrow, because tomorrow isn't promised. The clock is ticking, and it doesn't stop for anybody. Every champion, every leader, every successful person you admire, they didn't just manage their time, they mastered it. They made sacrifices. They said no to distractions. They cut off people and habits that were wasting their energy. They understood that focus and discipline are not optional. They're the price of admission if you want to win. And that's what I'm telling you right now. Stop playing around. Stop living sloppy. Stop throwing your time away. Start living like every second counts, because it does. You've got to move like you hear the clock ticking, because it is. You've got to treat each day like it's your last shot, because it just might be. So stop wasting time. Your future is waiting on you. Too many of you are losing because you're too busy looking left and right instead of straight ahead. You're distracted. You're scrolling. You're comparing. You're watching everybody else's life unfold and wondering why yours doesn't look like that. You see somebody buying a car, traveling, getting promoted, and you think you're behind. But hear me, you're not behind. You're just not focused on your lane. You can't run your race staring at someone else's track. You can't drive forward if you're looking in the rearview mirror. That's why you keep crashing. That's why you keep stumbling. That's why you feel stuck. You're giving your attention to everything except yourself. When you put your energy into what they're doing, you take it away from what you should be doing. And that's why your goals aren't moving. It's not that you're not capable. It's that your focus is broken. You're spreading yourself thin, comparing your beginning to somebody else's middle, and then beating yourself up because you're not there yet. Stop it. You don't know their story. You don't know the nights they cried, the sacrifices they made, the failures they had to endure. All you see is the highlight reel, not the behind. The scenes grind, and you're letting a filtered version of somebody else's life make you doubt your own. You've got to make a decision to lock in. Focus is a weapon. Focus is what separates the average from the extraordinary. Focus says, I don't care what they're doing. I know what I need to do. Focus says, I don't need their validation. I've got my vision. You've been distracted for too long, chasing likes, chasing approval, chasing attention that doesn't build your future. That's why you feel empty, because you're feeding your distractions instead of your destiny. Listen, the greatest investment you can make is not in keeping up with them. It's in building up you. You don't need to follow their path because your path is unique. Your gift is different. Your journey is yours. And if you keep looking at them, you'll miss what's in you. You'll miss your opportunity, your growth, your breakthrough. Stop worrying about the noise. Stop worrying about who's ahead. Stop worrying about who clapped for you and who didn't. None of that matters. What matters is whether you're showing up for yourself, whether you're putting in the hours, whether you're giving everything you've got to the vision you said you wanted. Do you know why most people never reach their full potential? It's not because they lack talent. It's because they lack focus. They spend more time being spectators than participants. They cheer for everybody else's win, but won't commit to their own grind. You can't afford to live like that anymore. It's time to put the blinders on. It's time to run your race like your life depends on it, because it does. The only competition that matters is the person you see in the mirror. Stop comparing. Stop doubting. Stop getting distracted and lock in, because your future is waiting for you to focus. You've been giving your energy to everything and everybody except yourself, and that's why you feel drained. That's why you're stuck. You're pouring into relationships that don't build you, jobs that don't fulfill you, habits that don't grow you. You're investing your time in distractions. But when it comes to investing in your own mind, your own body, your own future, you hesitate. You'll binge a whole series, but won't read a book. You'll spend hours gossiping, but won't spend 30 minutes working on your craft. You'll drop money on clothes and nights out. But when it comes to courses, skills, or tools to make you better, suddenly it's too expensive. You've got it backward. You are your greatest asset. Nothing in your life changes until you change. Nothing around you grows until you grow. If you don't build you, then who will? If you don't demand more from yourself, then how can you demand more from life? You keep waiting for the world to give you opportunities. But the truth is, the world responds to value. And you only become valuable when you invest in yourself. You want a better career, sharpen your skills. You want more confidence, build your discipline. You want wealth, learn, grow, and master your gift. Stop looking outside for what only comes from the inside. And listen, investing in yourself isn't always glamorous. Sometimes it looks like sacrificing sleep to study. Sometimes it looks like saying no to the party so you can put in the work. Sometimes it looks like spending money on learning instead of luxury. But every seed you plant in yourself pays off later. Every hour you put into growth compounds. Every drop of effort you put into developing who you are multiplies. The people you admire, the leaders, the winners, they didn't get there by accident. They got there because they poured into themselves long before the world poured into them. You've got to raise your standard for yourself. Too many of you are settling for average when you've got greatness in you. You're settling for comfort when you've got capacity for more. Stop lowering the bar. Start demanding more from yourself. Push yourself to think bigger, work harder. live sharper. When you level up internally, your external world has no choice but to rise with you. The truth is, nobody else is coming to save you. Nobody else is going to hand you success. If you don't prioritize you, if you don't elevate you, you will keep living on the same level. And I don't care how much talent you've got. If you don't invest in discipline, growth, and self-mastery, that talent will die unused. You were given potential, but it's your job to turn it into power. So stop wasting energy on what doesn't matter. Stop feeding distractions. Take that energy and pour it into yourself, into your vision, into your future, because you are your most valuable investment. And it's time you started treating yourself like it. Everybody's got a reason why they can't do it. Everybody's got a story, an excuse, a justification for why they're not where they want to be. I'm tired. I don't have enough support. I don't have the resources. I'll do it when things settle down. That's what you tell yourself. And it sounds good in your head, but it won't get you anywhere. Excuses don't move you forward. Excuses don't build anything. Excuses don't produce results. Discipline does. Execution does. Showing up every single day and doing the work, whether you feel like it or not, that's what changes your life. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Without it, all you've got are dreams and empty promises. With it, you've got power, you've got momentum, you've got proof. The difference between the person who talks about it and the person who lives it is not talent, it's discipline. You think the champions always feel motivated. No, they're human. They get tired, they get frustrated, they feel like quitting just like you. But the difference is, they don't stop. They don't give in to their feelings. They move with discipline, not emotion. They execute when it's uncomfortable, and that's what makes them winners. The problem with too many of you is that you're waiting to feel like it. You're waiting for motivation, waiting for the perfect mood, waiting for the stars to align. And while you're waiting, time is slipping through your fingers. You're treating discipline like an option when it's the foundation. You don't need to feel like it. You just need to do it. You don't need another excuse. You need a system. You don't need another reason to delay. You need to commit. Stop talking about what you're going to do and start proving it with action. Stop saying you want success and start living like you want success. That means when it's early and your body says, stay in bed. Discipline says, get up. When your friends call you to go out and you haven't finished your work, discipline says, stay locked in. When things get hard, discipline doesn't let you quit. It reminds you why you started. Discipline is the voice that says, push through. Discipline is the hand that pulls you back on track when you drift. Discipline is the difference between almost making it and actually making it. Listen, every excuse you make is building a wall between you and your dream. Every time you choose comfort over discipline, you're pushing your breakthrough further away. And you wonder why nothing's changing. Nothing's changing because you're not changing. You're still choosing excuses instead of execution. And until you flip that switch, you'll stay stuck. You don't have to be perfect, but you do have to be consistent. You don't need to feel strong every day. You just need to keep showing up every day. Execution over excuses, discipline over comfort, work over words. That's how you win. Stop making excuses and start executing because your future depends on it.